Please welcome Liam Peacock.
You used to live down there on a wooded street, and I'd get off the train and we would meet there. I used to disappear without saying why, and how and when I might expect to be there. And when I showed up at your door, I said, hey, I need you more than you could know. So here I go. The timeline only works when you're in it. The better part goes back to the minute. So could you take me back there if I forget the way you lay on the deck while I lazily told the world to wait for me? Wait for me. I used to pick up the paper in a coffee shop. It's been a while since I had time to stop there. We were talking about the awful things that people do, and how the word got out when I was with you. And all this is escaping me, the blood and guts and tragedy unfolding now. So tell me how. The timeline only works when you're in it. The better part goes back to the minute. So could you take me back there if I forget the way you lay on the deck while I lazily told the world to wait for me? Wait for me. She left me at the Arrowhead, the last day of the weekend for the rest of us. And now I'm walking alone, and I don't know what's going on or where I am. And maybe we'll remember this, only the important pieces. When I showed up at your door, I said, hey, I need you more than you can know. When I showed up at your door, I said, hey, I need you more than you can know. I said, hey, I need you more than you could know.
Oh, welcome to the Hulk Caesar Show. I am your host, Hulk Caesar. We've got something a little different for you this week. We postponed our regular episode while we prepare for our move into an undisclosed bunker on the south side of the city. However, we couldn't resist bringing one of our show favorites to chat about his brand new EP, Wet Cement, which gets its official release this Saturday night at the Ship Pub. Liam Peacock, welcome back to the Hulk Caesar Show.
Hi there. How's it going?
So fantastic to have you. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Now let's start with the song you just played. What can you tell us about that one?
It's called The Arrowhead, and it's been kicking around for a while, like all the songs that I recorded for this EP. The EP was kind of just like again a vehicle to get out some songs that were kicking around, give them the treatment that I wanted to give them. The Arrowhead is a provincial park in Ontario that's an area where I passed through when I hitchhiked across Canada in 2007.
How far did you go?
All the way.
Nice.
Yeah, I went from Carbonear to Victoria and
Amazing.
back, but
not that Victoria, though. Not Victoria, BC, behind Carbonear, right?
No, I would never dare enter there. Yeah, I went from Carbonear to Victoria and back in the most least efficient way possible, and there were some stories that I'd tell about it later, particularly one where I ended up talking to some Ontario provincial police at about the same time that I would later find out a serial killer was on the run in the area.
You do kind of have that kind of sketchy look sometimes.
I looked this whole thing up afterwards, and the Arrowhead, what the song is about is just trying to piece together, like, okay, what actually happened there, and because. Sort of the one anchor point that I can definitely put a date to is that I spent a weekend at a friend's cabin in it would not be called a cabin in Ontario, but we're Newfoundlanders, so let's
what do they call it there?
Cottage. Yeah.
Boy, hoity-toity.
But I spent the weekend at a friend's secondary residence, and would have left on a Sunday, and so you can look up, okay, like what Sundays did they have in July 2007, and then sort of compare that against news stories about this fellow who
we're becoming a true crime podcast
now,
here.
That's the way to make the big bucks. And thank you for the huge amount of exposure. This is going to get my music.
Oh, yes.
Once the true crime community is turned on to it. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So this guy, he looked nothing like me. He was a young white male, because young white males commit all the crimes.
Checking the boxes off so far.
Yeah, they commit all the crimes and do all the hitchhiking. So that was just kind of a given.
Easy narrowed down.
Yeah. But yeah, he looks nothing like me.
Were you disappointed they look nothing like you, or?
I'll get back to you on that. But the thing that seemed significant to me upon like trying to piece together that whole sequence of events, like you just sort of like picture like a poster with like a bunch of cutouts of mine and his face like on different points on a timeline. Is that I immediately went to time spent with friends to sort of like anchor myself and figure out the truth of it all, and like I don't know, I think there's kind of a weirdly heartwarming lesson in there. It's that the time that you spent with your friends is what you're going to remember.
Yeah.
Beyond all the other crazy stuff.
a good lesson, I think.
Yeah. So yeah, the real serial killer was the friends we made along the way. is the alternate title for the song.
I like that.
But we're going with the Arrowhead.
Now, where'd you get the title "Wet Cement" from for the EP?
Wet Cement is from a line in the second song, Hallucinate, which it won't appear on this podcast episode because it's not all that guitar based,
Yep.
and we're gonna go with the ones that translate most effectively to this.
It's become our white whale.
Yeah. Maybe if I get to the 5-timers club, I'll cap it off with a rendition of Hallucinate.
You're 3/5 of the way there.
All right. We're on the way. But yeah, it's just a line there, and you know, sort of looking for a title for the EP and trawling through the lyrics of it, and you know, it that kind of stuck out to me as appropriate for something that was made super quickly.
Yeah, you did like 50 hours. Is that correct?
Yeah. I had an extra day off on a weekend. My parents were out of their house and they've got like tons of space, and I just like went over there and just like took over the whole space, moved the drum kit into the biggest room so that it goes like boof and all that, and just recorded nonstop. And
Have any help or just you?
just me. Colin Fowley mastered the album,
Yeah.
but that was long after the fact.
Yeah.
It would be wild if he was like live mastering
Live
it while it was I don't think that's a thing.
I don't know.
For that weekend, it was just me and my cat, who you can hear in a brief quiet moment in the last song. Now casting. There's a meow.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah. Also won't be playing that one. I'm doing a bad job mentioning the songs that I'm going to play here.
Well, how about we mention the song that you are going to play? What are you going to play for us next?
From the EP Wet Cement, here's Silhouettes. White walls, scattered sunbeams, the look on her face. She's laughing at you, and the stray paint stuck to your forehead. She places her hand. She's making a mark, and you let her. Don't wash it off. It's getting on both of you as you draw near. Keep your eyes closed and your mind on the moment while silhouettes kiss. Behind clear plastic sheets, shadows make love in the provenance of your unfinished bedroom. Yellow fading paper, tear it all down. Can you believe someone thought this looked good a long time ago? Both of you know something better. brushstroke blue sky that matches her eyes as you stare at the ceiling on a mattress that's here on the floor until later while silhouettes kiss behind clear plastic sheets. Shadows make love in the provenance of your unfinished bedroom. The room may get smaller once you move in all your decor. But right now you see something more within this. The moment when silhouettes kiss. La da da da. La da da da. Shadows make love. Tell yourself this is not a daydream you're in. It's a memory in progress, but what I get from movies is the feeling that this is the happiest you'll ever be.
Oh, wow. I love that song, Liam. So good, man.
Thank you.
It's amazing. Well, thank you so much, Liam. And now you're sharing the stage tomorrow night with Midnight Watch. Does that mean you get 2 checks?
I guess so. I'll have to fight and claw for my justified share. Well, I mean the elephant in the room is that Midnight Watch is in the studio and releasing a full album.
Pretty exciting.
Sometime this fall or winter.
Nice.
Depending on the progress of it. And when you're in a band and release a full album and do the whole jigs and reels of it, that costs a lot of money. So I probably won't touch any of Midnight Watch's shares. That'll just like go straight back into the machine. For me though, I'll contact my union representative.
I'm sure that'll go great.
Yeah.
You also got RedBeard and Lefty opening the show. That's a pretty great lineup. What do you hope people experience when they come down to the ship on Saturday night?
Oh, well, yeah, it's 3 very different things, despite the lineup of 2 of the bands being 3/4 identical. But none of us have RedBeard or Lefty in the other bands.
Who's playing your band?
My backing band is Kieran Dooley from Midnight Watch, as well as Lucas Spurl from Midnight Watch.
Nice.
And my good buddy Mike Mosher, who used to play with me in a band called Dora for a while, he is also joining us. Lucas is holding down the rhythm on the drums.
Super cool.
But there's going to be a bit of instrument trading between Kieran, Mike, and I, depending on the needs of the song.
Nice.
I think like a lot of the time when a record is made by either a single person or a single person in charge, rather than a group that makes decisions democratically, you end up sort of like having a certain amount of randomness in how the arrangements
Totally.
the arrangements transpire. In Midnight Watch, I know my role. Kieran knows his role. Lucas knows his role. Evan might know his role.
I don't know.
But, yeah,
We'll ask him next time he's here.
Yeah,
He's after that jacket before you.
Yeah, you're like, I'm in a band. And you know, like while we do push the envelope and try to do different things, like, you know, like what we all agreed to do when we formed the band does, you know, sort of like cast a shadow over everything.
Yeah.
Like when I make a record by itself, by myself, then you know the decisions they come from a different process, and it has nothing to do with roles.
Yeah.
And it's just sort of like building a song from the bones up, rhythm, chords, melody, adornment, you know.
So I guess we'd say the main takeaway from the show is that Liam Peacock says democracy doesn't work.
Yeah. Well, I'm playing both sides of the coin. I'm the dark money behind Midnight Watch's pro democracy wing and
Authoritarianism.
and my authoritarianism. Well, RedBeard and Lefty are an idiosyncratic third thing that
like that.
That is.
We don't want a two-party system, you know?
Yeah, just mainly there to get the message out.
Now, after everything that went into making this EP, what does it mean to have this release night where you get to celebrate it with all your friends?
Oh, huge. Just you know, it's kind of like a pure sharing of art and creativity sort of thing. Like I made this without expecting it would be any one particular thing, and then Midnight Watch is trying to fill an open slot in a show, and I'm like, you know what, I could, and then I do that, and then all of a sudden you're there calling me and making space when you don't even really have any space in your podcast, and like, I don't know, it's just like a very pure thing to see. To see an act of art and creativity appreciated that way.
Yeah.
And you know, we'll see what the turnout's like and all that. But like at this point, just like everything I've done with that music has already exceeded my expectations, which were pretty much zero. But
well, that's fantastic.
Yeah. So like again, thank you very much for having me on. It sounds like I'm trying to end the show, but no. But
well, you know, we always say, Liam, we have lots of people on the show. Of course, every week we try to do a show, and lots of times the enjoyment of your craft comes up.
Yeah.
And the example I always use whenever it comes up is we get a guy like Liam Peacock on our show, and I look over at him when he's performing, and he's got a big smile on his face, and he really seems like he's enjoying himself.
Yeah.
And because he's enjoying himself, I'm enjoying myself.
Hell yeah.
So we really appreciate having you on the show.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, we're going to have time for one more final live song from here at Caesar's Palace on the Boulevard. We'll be moving out of here and leaving the mighty Kitty Vitty Lake for Justin up at the brewery to look after for us, I guess. Now, Liam Peacock, what are you going to help us say goodbye to the studio with?
This is a song called Wednesday Girls, which up until a few months ago, I didn't even know existed. I do realize that girls do exist on 1/7 of the days, but in this case, I was giving a hard drive to Kieran and clearing it out so he could use the hard drive, and found a demo of a song called Wednesday Girls that I have no memory of writing. Down in the place where we hide from the broken nights, the bells and the whistles that fail to entertain, place with the faces you never thought you'd see again. And they're talking about the Wednesday girls, the unrealistic child's mistake turned caveman dragon toxic waste. And if I smile, then I am down in the place where I found a stupid face to hate. Down in the place where you hide from your mom and I. Can't take the heat, but the boys all know you're right. What do you see when you slide through the broken nights? Down in the place with the faces you knew have never even met. And they're talking about the Wednesday girls, the unrealistic child's mistake turned caveman dragon toxic waste. And if I smile, then I am down in the place where I found a stupid face to hate. It's not funny, it's just perfect. It's not punched up, it's no surprise. It's not funny, it's so perfect. It's not punched up, it's no surprise. Down in the place where we hide from the night, down in the place overrun with these guys. Down in the place where we hide from the night, down in the place overrun with these guys. Down in the place where we hide from the night, down in the place overrun with these guys. Down in the place that we hide from the night, down in the place overrun with these guys. Oh God, it's Wednesday! Oh God, it's Wednesday!
Woo-hoo. It's my new Wednesday song for sure. But I only had one day of the week song up until now, and it was Friday by Rebecca Black. But
All right.
I'm adding Wednesday Girls to the schedule. That's amazing, Liam. Thank you so much. Now, one more time for everybody. The Wet Cement EP release party is Saturday night, August 22nd at the Ship Pub. RedBeard and Lefty are opening, Midnight Watch are playing, and you've got the new EP making its debut. Now, where can people get all the details and find Wet Cement?
Right now, it's available on Bandcamp, liampeacock.bandcamp.com.
liampeacock.bandcamp.com.
As of August 22nd, day of the show, it's going to drop on all major streaming services, Spotify, YouTube Music, Apple Music, etc.
Awesome.
You can find me on social media at nowhere. It's bad.
It is bad. I don't like it. I don't want to be there, but where do I go?
I like being mysterious.
Yeah, I like it too. Excellent. Well, Liam, it was always a pleasure. We love having you here. So thanks so much for coming back. We got two more, and then you're going to get your jacket. So hang in there. Now, we'll likely be off for a few weeks while we line our new bunker location in Southlands with tinfoil, and we build various Faraday cages for our various RF devices. We'll see you on the other side. Now, until then, for Liam, the absent Emily, and myself, I'm the Hulkster, and thanks for watching The Hulk Caesar Show.